Hello everyone. Welcome to Accepting the Challenge Part 2. This time around I will be using texts, pictures and to keep all you evolutionists happy, the scientific method. Now let us begin. As we all know, transitional fossils are believed to be the fossilized remains of an organism undergoing evolutionary transition. Evolutionists claim that transitional fossils prove evolution because such fossils show the transformation of one life form into a more complex organism. However, creationists like myself do not believe in the concept of transitional fossils or lack therefore of, because there are not such things as transitional fossils. Since I used the scientific method to research transitional fossils, I asked myself a simple question. Since there are no transitional fossils, how can this be proven? I did some research on the topic transitional fossils and here is what I found. Now I must warn everyone, supporters and critics alike, that I tend to look at both sides of an argument before making a conclusion. This was actually part of my research that I conducted relating to transitional fossils not existing. Here is what I found relating to my research. Now I will show you the fossils that are in support of creationism intelligent design. Some of you out there might have seen these pictures from creationist intelligent design supporters in our arguments against evolution. Yet here, I will use them in my arguments concerning the non-existence of transitional fossils and how I can refute this positive claim for creationism that says transitional fossils ain't false. In this picture, we have a frog encased in amber that is believed to be 25 million years old with an identical looking modern-day frog insert. A 160 million years old salamander fossil and an identical looking modern day salamander. No transition here. Here we have a 170 million year old fossil shrimp from the Jurassic period. Based on its configuration, it is no different from modern living shrimps. Here we have the fossilized remains of a 140 million year old dragonfly fossil. Interestingly enough, it looks just like any other dragonfly. I have shown you all fossilized animals that have remained unchanged for the past millions and millions of years. These fossils simply resemble their modern relatives. Now we have a picture of a so-called transitional fossil. My hypothesis is that because there cannot be such a thing as a transitional fossil, the so-called transitional fossil, seen from before simply cannot be a transitional fossil due to a lack of such fossils. However, because I do not have access to any sort of scientific devices to experiment with, I will conduct my experiment through observation of the fossils. After observing and researching these fossils, my final analysis is that there are no such thing as transitional fossils. How so? Let us look at plant fossils to see how transitional fossils cannot be possible. In the preceding picture, we have two ginkgo leaves. One is said to be a modern-day plant, the other is said to be 125 million years old. Where's the transition? Now here is some modern maple leaves and a fossilized maple leaf that is believed to be millions and millions of years old. Still no transition. One organism that is believed to be older than man are insects, yet their fossils closely resemble contemporary insects. I do not see any evidence of evolution in these insects that are supposedly millions of years old. Next we have a fossil of a 50-million-year-old bat. Looks no different from a modern-day bat. How can you claim there are transitional fossils when countless fossils bear an uncanny resemblance to their modern-day counterparts? Therefore, after careful observation from both professional scientists with their lab equipment and me just by looking at these fossils can say that transitional fossils do not exist. As for these so-called transitional fossils you speak of, did it ever occur to you that these transitional fossils might be the remains of an extinct species? Of course not. You were too busy using these fossils to support the falsehoods of evolution. This concludes part 2 of accepting the challenge. Sincerely, Lord.